What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are prepping for a trip this weekend. It is Wednesday. We started pre-trip inspections on Monday, and man oh man did we find a lot of stuff wrong. Where do we start? I guess we'll start over here. Black Widow transfer case has been going out for a while, so we ordered one, got notification it was going to be here this week. Thought, man, we'll get this thing swapped out and its first trip will be SMORR. It'll be great. That was supposed to be here on Monday. Monday, the shifters showed up, but no transfer case. FedEx lost the package. Tuesday, it finally showed up. That was yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. It showed up, unboxed it with the wrong input shaft on it. It had an input shaft for a manual transmission, not an automatic transmission. They're overnighting us the parts. They should be here at 10:30 this morning. So we've got to tear the transfer case apart, put the right input shaft in it, then we can put the transfer case in it, then we can maybe modify drive shafts. Hopefully not.
Yeah, because we don't know.
We don't know. Yeah. They should be close enough that we shouldn't have to, but we'll find out on that. So then we can put that back together and be done with it. Fonzie, we've been having some starting issues with it. We think we may have narrowed it down to a vacuum leak at the manifold, so it's a two-piece manifold. And anyway, we think we found the problem. Alex is working that out for us, so hopefully that's knocked out. Otherwise, it's good to go, thankfully. But then we went to Mike's and we started inspecting Mike's, and we found the tie rod jam nut had been loose long enough; it had pulled the threads out of the tie rod. So we went over to the lathe, made up a new tie rod for it, knocked that out. While we were there, we found the hubs were bad, so we ordered new hubs for it, got new hubs in it, and in the process we found water in the diff fluid. So we were like, okay, let's change the diff fluid on it. Pulled the diff cover off, and this is what we found.
Don't pull your diff covers, folks.
This is what we found.
Not that. That's new.
That's new. That's not
that.
So, yeah. So now we're putting front gears in it.
Have we looked at the rear?
No, we're not going to. Nope, not pulling diff cover.
That's like opening a box today.
Not doing it.
Lane's like, nah, bro.
Thankfully, we had a set of gears. So, and we hopefully a whole install kit. We found, if not, we have one being overnighted this morning. If we need parts for it, we can use those. So we're gonna get gears thrown in it. I'll be honest with you guys, we're gonna break a lot of rules here because I ain't got no time to break these things in. We're just gonna have to run with them. So
that's probably what happened with these.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. So that's 3 of like the 7 Jeeps that are going. I think Scuba Steve's Jeep is good. He hadn't brought it up here, so we're just gonna assume it's good. My 2 Jeeps have been checked over. We did a little bit of maintenance on my Jeep, tightened up a few things, and I think that's really it. The kingpins were a little loose on the front. Greased everything. R&D got a top put on it because it's going to rain all weekend, it looks like. I think everything else is good to go. We just got to get these 3 Jeeps ready to go. We leave Friday morning at 8 a.m. So we literally have, really today, because tomorrow we need to get tools packed and trailers packed and everything loaded and ready to go. So we really have till about lunchtime tomorrow max, and then it's go time. So I gotta quit talking and get back to work.
Like that before Dead Man's
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that when I brought that.
I can show you what you did.
I don't think that was it. I think it was. I think it was the mud.
You are
Slipped a little bit.
man,
Pretty
you are
sure.
so full of crap here, Brown.
I'm just saying it wasn't like that before I brought it here.
How's it going? Trying to fix some things here. This thing running right. Get this hose unkinked. Yeah, that's about it.
Put a little tree over there.
Little tree.
Little babbling brook over here.
Let's put a little family in the park right here. You can watch.
No, I'm a multitask, my guy. Watch this. Top flight cameraman of the world, Craig. Here, you stick. You stick down in there and run it. SMORR.
I can't figure out how to get the freaking shifter out. Maybe it's because I'm frustrated. But I'm taking 3 of the bolts, or 3 of the nuts off of it. So this only utilizes, there's another one here, so then there must be one there, but I can't get to it.
Bop, 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 bop. Is that how that works?
You will need to remove the plastic cover of the stock TC shifter to access one of the bolts.
Well, I don't know how. Ugh, these seats are terrible to work around.
Yeah, they're very bolstered. Hey, you got it. It's those little guys.
Hey, Ricky.
Nailed it.
Will you latch that?
I'm going under
Go
the
all way to
handle.
the cage.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Lights.
Ah.
Let there be light.
Heavenly Father, let us install
This job
the
would be a lot easier if it
shifters.
didn't have a seat or steering wheel in it.
Take them out. All right, step 1, remove factory shifter. Step 2, install Atlas. And you're done.
Yeah.
It's a 2-step install.
Minus all the, like,
Remove transfer
assembly
case.
of...
Install new
everything.
transfer case. Oh, there's a 3rd step. Go beat on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Front dig the world, Craig.
Don't worry, we're going to. There's a lot happening in this little area here.
Oh, you broke the light already. There you go.
This wiring here.
Yeah, they got this harness that goes around it.
Any panel pop?
Maybe.
Oh, my toolbox is way over there.
Look, you got it. You just gotta take it out. Just take it out. You gonna hit me yet? Don't hit me. Nailed it.
Okay.
Almost.
Now,
You just
well,
gotta take it out.
yeah. So now I gotta. There's a. Should be like a rubber grommet in the
Or you might be
firewall.
able to reach under and just
Yeah.
grab it from there.
Can you take? I was thinking about just taking the shifter cable off
The shifter cable's off down there.
of here, so I didn't have to drag it all the way through there. You know what I mean? I could just drag it.
Yeah,
that
that's
way.
awesome. You can just pull it from. Oh, I get what you thought I said. Never mind. No, that's how I was talking about. Just yank it from the bottom.
Well, right, but I got to get it loose from here.
If you close your eyes.
Lane, don't you have gears to do? This is.
Rob, calm down. It's gonna be okay. You don't have to beat up the light. You need a bigger screwdriver.
Well, I didn't anticipate needing a screwdriver.
You got like a pocket screwdriver. You're doing pry bar things with it. Hey!
Okay. It's got little. Everything's a lot sleeker than the older version. You know, used to you had to like screw these in, and they had like a bunch of cotter pins and stuff holding everything together, and then they had a weird 3-bolt contraption that attached on the front side, and now it's all just my right. Wow, that's in there real good now. There we go. Yeah. It's all kind of like quick connect stuff. It's real tight, but
Oh, it's like a bicycle
yeah,
brake cable.
if I can get it out.
Oh.
That one came out.
You're not holding your mouth right.
Oh, you know what?
You gotta
I
push.
wonder- No. I think that was poking down past it. So anyway, I think it'll be easier to hook up that last and hook that onto the transfer case first. I think.
Only one way to find out.
I need
Do it.
parts. I need parts for the transfer case though. Can't put transfer case in until I have parts for it. Excuse me. Brown Santa Claus is here.
What?
Yeah, it's Brown Santa Claus. UPS. In case you were wondering, we get a lot of stuff every day.
Couldn't tell.
Small through it. It's not 12. It's supposed to be 12 pounds. He's either really strong or that didn't weigh 12 pounds. I bet you that's my 12-pound box right there. I bet you that's it. Oh my gosh, how much stuff are we getting? There's 8. There's 9. Nope, it's going outside.
Should be able to slide it out like Dinga.
Thank you, Jude.
Is it this back, this down here, the bottom? This is
Advanced.
I got a 40
Let's see if it's got what we need in it. I can remember what to do with my knife.
Here.
Hey, look, found it. Thanks, Ricky.
Here comes with a whole new one.
Whole new one. Look. That's what we needed, right there. That's what we needed. Not
Here.
a little bit different. Okay.
Andy, what are you doing?
I am doing some preventative maintenance. Well, no, preventative? Doing some upper and lower ball joints from Synergy. Synergy axle seals. Also found out that the, oh yeah, come check this out. So, customer thought maybe gearbox was going out.
Hold on. That's not good.
That ain't right.
That's not good.
That ain't right. So, anyway, that seemed to be okay, but a lot of the bushings are cracked and blown out. So we're gonna go with some Theraflex HD steering.
Ooh,
And tighten it right up.
there you
So this thing will be nice. Yep. And then we'll re-put the Falcon back on there. We got to change the bracket to an HD instead of stock. So other than that, yeah, good. Yeah, nice. Okay, bye.
Put my snap ring back on and put it together.
Bye, Andy.
Bye.
He's got that dad strength.
So a little trick if you're ever having to take an Atlas apart. This gear, there's like virtually no way to get a hold of it. So I just use a zip tie, get around it. Then when you get that pin out, you can pull this out and push it back down in there without having to try to hold it. Anyway, you know, little tidbits. Everything helps. You gotta put sealant on all these bolt holes because otherwise it'll leak out of them.
Nobody likes leaky bolt holes.
Nobody likes leaky bolt holes. Ah. put everything in baggies, folks. It's just easier on your life. So just put everything in baggies, label it, even if it's only going to be apart for a day or two. It's just better for everybody. Because, you know, if you died and didn't come back to work the next day, somebody else going to put it together. So this way you at least help them out. Hope you don't die, but... You guys are early for lunch. These guys must be hungry today. Nobody got burritos. Oh, okay. Give me a second. We're gonna try something. I don't know how else it's gonna work.
Whoa.
We may regret our life's decisions.
What are we doing?
I need to put fluid in it.
That right there. Right there. Ultra Plus.
So I was gonna try to pour it in here because that's what the instructions show.
App Eagle 4. They show you to put it in where?
Right here.
You want a funnel?
Yeah.
Rob, give it the old.
I gotta find some first. Hey Lane, I need your help. Or Al. I could use Al's help.
Steve probably is closer to a psychologist than me.
You're not wrong. I need to tilt it up and
Oh, like this?
yeah. Huh?
Are you completely filling it through there?
Well, that was my goal.
Al's
it's
judging
heavy.
you right now.
Takes 2 quarts.
You should have dumped it in when you had that cover off.
Yeah, well, I should have, but
I can leave.
coulda, shouldas, and wouldas. Where are you gonna go?
Home.
What for?
Play Fallout.
All right,
I'm a millennial.
You little millennial.
You're a millennial too. I don't want to hear it.
But I have an old soul.
You're an elder millennial.
Yeah.
Gather around the Snapchat, children.
I don't do Snapchat, first of all.
All he does is Facebook Marketplace. What are you talking about?
I'm your elder.
Really, Russell? You
Dude,
get that?
what just happened?
It was a little
Sploosh in your
excited.
face.
Been hanging out with Eric too.
Eric was cool. I wish we had enough money just to hire him to hang out here. He's so funny.
Hang out. Hey, Mike. I don't know.
He's on the telephono.
Okay, I just need the receipt. This is Mike from Offroad Diction. I just need that. I need that receipt emailed to me. It blew out of my truck.
What? You don't drive with your windows down?
Oh my god.
Lane, you had one job.
Oh, it's all over me.
No!
No, it's leaking out up here. Oh. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, look, he's covered it all.
Leaking out of where?
That's what you get for breaking my gears.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Mike, you see your Jeep? It's sitting right there now.
You want to go wheeling?
Do you want to go wheeling?
Don't want to slap it.
Leak it.
No. Hey, somebody push that in.
That's what she said.
She said somebody push that in. Yeah. Hey, it's gonna leak out of that hole apparently.
Don't worry, guys.
I warned you as soon as I saw it.
This is our first time doing
I
anything.
was shaking, and I was like, man, my stomach's getting cold, but I thought it was just the aluminum.
What?
My arm was shaking,
And my stomach's getting a little chilly.
and I thought it was just the aluminum.
Trying to get you a hammer. What, bro?
I told you I don't have my hammers over here.
There's too much hammer.
Ain't no such thing. It's like too much money. Too much fun. Name that country song. So,
Did you drop it in the sploosh?
well, it helps go in the hole though, I can tell you that. Sure don't work. Gotcha. Little dirty thing. Cotter pins are real long for the job we're trying to perform here. Is that better?
Anything's a hammer if you swing it.
That's right. What can I do for you, Lane? More
bottom.
diff fluid or gear oil or what?
You said bottom left drawer is where you keep the spares for the air locker?
There's, yeah, in the bottom big drawer on the left.
Which bottom big drawer? You got 5 of them.
On the left, the only,
Okay, so you got 2.5 on the left.
yeah. I don't know. It's got its own zip code, man. I'm still trying to learn my way around the place. I'm putting the cables on. And so
Okay.
you
Give these people a tip.
So when you're installing these, you just want to make sure that the end of your cable threads here is flush with the back side of that block or that plate, and you want to make sure that it's even all the way, so that your cables are in the same place and your shifters work properly and all that fun stuff. Okay, so now we've got a little piece that goes on here, and we'll lock all that in place.
Oh, look at that little guy. Neato.
Make sure your boots are on.
You want me to do that?
Well, it just is rotated. So the thing is we're gonna have to like jockey it into place. So yeah, you go ahead, go up. It just might be more complicated with the cables than I anticipated. Hold on, be a little bit smaller.
It's going right in.
Yeah, that concerns me. Which it'll be fine for the front drive shaft. We may have to cut it down.
Very nice. How much?
Really?
Never seen Borat?
No. Nope, I have not.
I have chair. King of the castle. King of the castle. No, nothing.
Now we tighten it up. See what fits, see what doesn't, see what needs to be modified. We gotta do a little bit of wiring. Because this JK people, you know, we gotta have our dash all working so it tells us when we're in 4 high, 4 low. All that fancy jazz. Although I don't think Jerry would care much. But we're gonna do it.
Lane, how's it going?
Oh, just trying to get the air locker all finished up, and
Did you get a pattern that you liked?
yeah, finally gave a pattern that was presentable for what this rig will see. So
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be
just
fine.
White Widow. It's fine.
it'll be fine.
That wasn't bad.
Everything's fine. Said it. I think he's wanting to get beat up today.
Who's gonna beat him up?
Oh, I don't know. It just sounds like he does.
You ain't gonna beat nobody up. You're too nice. You're too nice, man.
Oh, shucks.
Hey, he's missing a gearbox bolt. I shouldn't be able to do that right there.
Is there any hole back there?
And it's cracked. Oh shit! No.
All right, Rob. I'll see you after y'all get back from your trip.
All I did was notice it was missing a bolt, and I just opened up a can of worms.
Between you and Rob, you two are just making more work for
I
me.
didn't do anything. I just noticed it was missing a
Quit
bolt.
pointing stuff out. You might. You'll have to
Nothing.
come-
Judging by how dirty it is, it's been like this for a while, so we're just gonna pretend like we didn't see it.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be thinking about it the whole time.
Do we have
y'all
any
are at
spare
SMORR.
PSC gearboxes laying around?
What's wrong with it?
You ever been to the
First
Grand
off.
Canyon?
First off.
Oh, it's been missing that for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well,
Has
then
it
go.
been like this for a long time? and it's all the way. So
oh, shoot.
you remember when we were bouncing?
No,
only
this is
relying
from
We're
Pritchett.
He's been relying on 2 bolts this whole time.
Just weld it
That
on
one's
there.
That was just there
Cast.
for moral support.
Yeah, he's gonna need a new gearbox when we get back.
So we're not gonna. So wait, we're not gonna tell him. He'll know it when he watches the video. Is what you're saying.
So the only problem with that
Is it coming out before or after y'all leave?
After, way after.
Oh,
problem
then we're
with
fine.
that is
What do you mean?
dry bar or something? Do you own any of those? The only problem is if it breaks, we have to track him off the trail with no steering. I think it'll be fine though.
If you look at the backside, you can see a little air gap on that top hole that's missing.
Well, I'm sure you can. There's no bolt there. Make sure those other 2 bolts are good and tight.
Good and tight.
Good and tight.
So
And
German
then,
torque.
hey,
German
take this
torque.
bolt out and put it in that hole.
Oh, I think the hole's stripped out.
We'll put a nut on the backside of it. It's long enough.
It might be a better option.
Actually isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because at least they'll still have 3
Yeah,
bolts holding
let's
it.
try that.
Yeah.
Worst case, we'll put a 1/2 inch by 6 inch bolt through it. We ain't got time for that.
Mike! Sorry, Mike.
Look at your Jeep for every once
We know
in a
you're
while,
sitting
Mike.
at home, sitting on your couch, and you just discovered your gearbox is broken.
I know you're like
We didn't want you to panic.
60 feet that away, but we're still not going to tell you.
So we got just a little problem. It's not a big problem, but imagine this is our skid plate.
Are we still under Mike's Jeep?
No, no, we're back. Now we're back under Widow, the other Widow, Black Widow, not White Widow. This bolt is going to contact the skid plate. So we got a couple of different options. If it were, Monday before a trip, the options might be a little different, but it's not. So at this point, we just need skid plate to fit. So we could do one of about 3 things. We could trim this bolt down a little bit, self-clearance it, make it really hard to get to off if we ever need to take this bottom plate off. So really don't like that idea. Another idea was to drill a very precise hole in the skid plate and then put a little plate on the bottom of the skid plate, but that just seems like something to catch on, and I pride myself in having a flat belly, so smooth flat belly. So I don't really like that idea. I think we're going to go with third option and build. We've got a little bit of room. We gained some clearance with this transfer case over the factory one, so I think I'm going to space this up 1/4 inch, and that'll gain all the clearance we need. So first, before I do that, these originally came with a little spacer that goes above them, so I'm going to go see if I have one of those. I typically keep that kind of stuff around, so I'm going to go see if I've got one of those. That might be just enough to get us to not touch or rattle. Not that it moves any, it's pretty solid, but it's
Have we
always
even
fun.
tried drive shafts yet?
I have measured them, yes. You want the good, bad, or the ugly?
Both.
Good news is the rear drive shaft should work. The bad news is the front drive shaft won't. And I guess the ugly part of that news is the only option is for me to cut it down and re-weld it. So
It's easy.
Yeah, the front one's too long. Thankfully it's too long, not too short. So pretty simple to cut it and weld it back together. Just got to make sure it's as straight as you can get it so that we don't do this. But it is just front drive shaft, so we are leaving for a trip in like
36 hours.
36 hours, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna address this, and then I've got to address electrical. The last thing I'll do is drive shafts. So got a little bit left in our day. I thought you were just being a wimp. Ain't no wimp here. Okay, you
do that again?
Shoot! By a pinky width. Rob's pinky width, but yeah.
Very nice.
Almost a pinky width. It's like 2/4. It's like 2/4 of a pinky width.
That's half.
4/16 of a pinky.
It's been a long week, folks.
8/16.
16, 30 seconds.
Okay, I gotta do electrical. I gotta hook all this stuff up, get it routed up to there. And then I can put drive shafts in. Why do we do this to ourselves again? Okay. Is that where the hole is? To our last connection for the shifter lights to work properly on the dash. So now we just gotta real neatly route this wire. We want to tuck it up real nice. Make sure it's out of the way of everything. And we're done.
That was
I'm
easy.
kidding, guys.
What's the other end of that connected to?
There's a ground up there, and then they send you a fuse adapter that goes into an empty fuse slot in the JKs anyway, that you stick down in the fuse holder in your fuse block, and it's got its own fuse in it, and that's where it gets power to be able to work properly. And then you've got a couple of wires that you connect to the factory switch that's in the factory transfer case. Basically all that's doing is telling the computer when it's in 4 low, so that it makes sure it changes its shift points and all that good stuff. So just trying to keep the computer happy. We will have to program the computer, the TCM, to the new 3.8 to 1. I know it's only a couple of points different from the 4 to 1, but the computer will know a difference and it will not be happy. So we'll have to reflash that, but no big deal as long as you got like a flash cal or an AEV Pro cal or a taser or anything like that. So easy peasy.
Lane just walked over here and handed me this from Mike's Power Steering. Let's go look at it. Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Big bada boom, big boom. Michael Dobbs, multipass. Dude, look at that. So I had to go get hardware for the drive shafts, and while I was gone, Robert did that.
Yeah, I gotta put the hardware in them still, and then I gotta put the stickers on them. So
yeah, so we know front, rear, left,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
When I dip, you dip, we dip. And then I noticed white widows on the ground. Y'all did a lot in the hour I was gone.
Dude, we have been busting our tails today. It has been absolute crunch time all day. And we found this cap. It was on my toolbox. I just put it in there to
I was like, how did it do that?
no.
It was on your toolbox?
Yeah, it was underneath the red bag over there.
Oh.
So, let's see. I'm trying to think the last thing you guys saw last night. It's a new day, by the way.
You were putting drive shafts
I was putting drive shafts in. So we thought I had a drive shaft that would work. It was shorter than the one we had, so we put it in. We were able to get it in, but after I got it in on the ground and drove it around a little bit, it was fully compressed and just too long. So last night, I cut 3 inches out of his drive shaft and welded it back together, put it in, and we could not find so we've got to program, like I told you guys already, we got to program the computer for the transfer case ratio. We can't find it. Has a JK blaster. We can't find it. I have one. We're hoping that it will function with this Jeep. So right now we're just trying to program the computer so that it shifts properly. Other than that, this thing's ready to rock and roll. Did you already get the skid plate on? Yeah, skid plate's on. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie.
Old Shredder over there with his Santa Claus glasses doing his accounting. Beep 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 beep. Fonzie. Dude, whose Volkswagen's that? Oh, that's mine. Okay, so that's rear-wheel drive. Oh, we're in rear low. Oh yeah. Feel the power. Oh, we're in 4 low. You did it.
No, we're in just front. But we gotta lock the hubs in.
I could have got out to help you, but I didn't.
We're in just front low right now. Honda Civic mode.
Shifting fine?
Yeah.
It's not going in limp mode?
It did do a weird hiccup.
What do you mean? What's that mean? What's it?
Under throttle, it just went and then fell on his face, but then gained it right back. So
Only one time?
only one time.
That is a weird hiccup.
When it shifts, it shifts. We got the mad scientist back here beep booping.
So we had to do something to get the locker lights off at some point.
Yeah. Okay. Now you should be able to start it. Remember that for the next one.
So you have to type in
You have
3.
to put the 0.
Okay, so what he's saying is when we did the ratio on the app, he did 3.8 at first and it didn't work. So you have to type in 3.80.
Oh, it downshifted good.
Can you put it in front high by itself?
No.
Or, okay. That answers our question already.
Dude, that's a rocket ship. Yeah, baby! Every time he shifted, it tore up more grass.
It's so low, it just hits the rev limiter immediately.
Every time you shifted, all 4 tires threw up more grass. Like it's spinning all 4.
It's out of gas. It's out of gas.
Fonzie's out of gas.
Fonzie's out of gas.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, explain what just happened.
So,
I can't believe this.
so Eric's truck, Sasquatch,
Oh, yeah.
Fonzie, whatever you want to call him. Eric's truck it was in for tires. We found ball joints were completely trashed. So, gotta have ball joints before we can go on this trip or he's gonna kill these tires on this trip. So he's like, I gotta take my Jeep and go do some work. I'll come back when your truck's done. Okay, perfect. He calls me, he says, it died, won't restart. So we went over there, looked at it for a few minutes, pulled it back, and apparently the gas gauge isn't working great, and it's out of gas.
Yeah, it died 100 yards out of the shop
so,
when you. Yeah, so so Black Widow's done.
Black Widow's done.
White Widow's done.
White Widow's done.
It's never done, really. And then he just came in for tires.
Yeah, and now we're doing ball joints.
And now we're doing ball joints.
They're bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, bad. I can show y'all if you want to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go see them.
I just had tools in my hands.
Oh my.
Like, there's nothing left of them.
Yeah.
Both upper and lower on this side are just trash. It's hard to do because the truck's shaking, but it's bad. So we're gonna tag team this thing. I'm gonna do one side. He's gonna do one side. Whoever wins buys lunch.
Whoever wins, but you've got 45 minutes to lunch. Are we doing this? All right, folks, we're 10 minutes in. Let's check the progress on our contestants. Rob has already got the knuckle off. We're gonna come over here and switch lanes to Lane. Lane, how you doing over here, bud?
I'm already tired.
All right, Robert's taking the lead. He's already pulling snap rings off the ball joints.
I've had the lead, boys. Lead was always mine.
That's the spirit. That's not how you use that tool, sir. Ah! Whoa! What just happened? Ooh, Lane's catching up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Lane's catching up, Rob.
Oh no! Where's the parts? I don't have parts!
No. Robert's confusion with the tools is costing him the lead. Oh, let's say we're neck and neck. Rob's got an upper on. Lane's got a lower. Oh. 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 Rob's figured it out. Oh. Another mistake by Rob's costing him. Lane's catching up, putting knuckles on. Uh-oh. What?
Oh, your custom stick's getting you now.
Just noticed Lane's downfall.
He's gonna put it all back together.
He separated the hub from the axle shaft. You didn't.
Yep.
Rob's putting in shafts. Lane, did you hear that? Rob's putting in shafts. Already putting in shafts. What are you gonna do to keep up?
I mean, he said winner buys lunch, so.
He did say winner buys lunch. Why would you say that?
I don't know why that's going so fast. He reverse psychology me.
It's been 20 minutes. Oh, now we're stealing tools from each other. Lane's going on with a hub. Let's see where Rob's at. Rob has a rotor and a caliper going on. Where? Right here. What are these?
Lane stole them. Oh yeah. Where'd my Loctite go?
Lane stole it.
Lane, give me my Loctite.
Bunch of savages. Oh no. Oh. Oh man. We have a winner, folks. By about 20 seconds.
Good job, Lane. How about your lunch? Come on.
Lane, you did good today, bud. The race was good. Rob hit the DRS zone just a little quicker, snuck past you.
Exactly what I had planned this morning. He deserved it. I deserved it.
All right, guess how long that took?
27 minutes.
Yes.
That just goes to show you, if you are really after it and want it, this industry can make you some really good money, because that job right there pays at least 4 hours. And you know, so if you could stay on that pace, you could do a whole set in an hour and get paid for it. Move on to another job.
Yep.
Do 2 of those a day and you got an 8-hour day. Cool. Good job, guys. You mark everything. No more than any other Jeep I've ever seen.
Well, you think whoever built it would put a functioning fuel gauge in it?
You're not wrong. And a cup holder.
Fuel gauges and cup holders. We were like,
I
nah.
didn't build this to drive. I built it to wheel, and I just, you know, thought he might fuel it up, you know.
Semi-regularly. Bunch of animals. All right, here's Sit Rep. We just got back from lunch. Rams over there is done. Here, look. Sit. You looking at it? Well, at lunch we got some 91 flavored fuel. And so what we got left?
We gotta fix the seatbelt in mine.
Yeah, because I don't want to die.
I've got to
It's a plus.
make the top shed water better on Brooks.
Oh yeah, she's got the swimming pool top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm ready to start packing tools.
What you doing?
Oh, just centering up this PSC.
Hey, shout out to Webb's Garage Off-Road with the thingy coming in clutch.
With the thingy?
The
PSC clamp.
PSC clamp. Pieces clamp. I know what I'm doing. I think so. There's a top secret procedure to starting this thing. You just flip these 2 switches and then there's a button. So Robert's over here putting a seatbelt in.
Not a new one.
Keeping me safe. Not a new one? Oh, you don't have one?
I don't know what I did.
Oh. It does the old... It's locked.
I don't know if this is going back in now either because
Tighter than Alcatraz.
freaking ripped it apart when I took it off.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Oh, I missed it.
Oops. It's not pretty, but it's better than it was. Yeah, so, you know, the synthetic rope, obviously it can still break, and it does break, but it doesn't have the recoil like a cable will. But I have broken a couple of synthetics, and it gets frustrating, so I just stick with the steel cable. Like I said, lots of people freak out. Ricky's seen it a couple of times. It's like, oh, he's got a steel cable, better put something on that. I've never broken a steel cable. But I know what happens. I know what happens. Are you serious?
It doesn't work.
You liar. You liar.
This is a reminder, guys, to spool your winches. Your Jeep out in your driveway right now.
He was like, you got 3 scores? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Now what are you doing?
Well, so, you know, back to this whole custom thing. Why we keep doing this to ourselves, I don't know. So, this top has crossbars that go across it that are supposed to rest on the cage, and they don't rest on the cage.
They don't do the thing.
And so I'm just building little blocks here. Pretty simple. I didn't build the blocks actually. I'm not gonna lie. They're metal cloak bump stops for the rear of a Jeep, and I'm just basically this way they don't fall off on the family while they're wheeling, you know.
And that lifts the bar up
Enough to create some tension.
get rid of the pond.
Yeah. Well, it's still so. It's a really kind of a bad design. It's really not a bad design. There should be a sound bar here that would hold the center of the top up, but I don't have that because it's got a custom cage. So it's still going to collect here in the middle, but hopefully run off. We'll see. Honey, I'm really trying, I promise. What am I doing?
He's talking to you, Brooke, not me.
Yeah, I'm trying to help, I promise. I haven't decided if it's worth even trying to clean the doors. It's just going to get muddy. Right?
It's going to rain all weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. We're going to get wet, Ricky.
So I shouldn't even worry about the new camera, just use GoPros.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh.
I'm gonna get some sunglasses and bring my cowboy hat, and then we're gonna.
And take your shirt off?
I can do that, but we'll start quoting movie quotes.
What movie?
Freaking any of them. I don't care. Any of them's got a good freaking movie quote. Whether it's freaking Smokey and the Bandit. I don't care.
Do it. You got a cowboy hat at home?
I got 2, 3.
Bring one. You look good in that Jeep, your cowboy hat. All right, Mike, outro me, Daddy.
Be sure to, is that the outro you want? To be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And get ready.
Action.
So this video is everything it takes before we take a trip, all the work we have to do to the Jeeps. Rob, of course, works his butt off to make sure that everybody's Jeeps are ready for our trips. There's a lot that goes into these pre-trip, what would you call them? Rob, do it.
All right, guys.
He was on a roll.
He was doing good too. All right, guys. That's what it takes for us to get ready for these trips. Not every time, but this time was especially rough. We've been really hard on our rigs this year. We've taken them to some really crazy places and done some really crazy things already this year. And that's hard on stuff. So yes, we procrastinated a little bit, but we also have to run a business and get customers' vehicles out of here. So sometimes our stuff comes last. But hey, we got everything ready. We got Jeeps loaded on trailers, and we're headed out tomorrow. Go do some wheeling at SMORR. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll see you out on the trail. What's up, guys?
Without fail, every time.
I choked. I get nervous in front of the camera, you know.
Roxanne is so close.
So close.
It's like,
It runs.
it's this close. It does run. Show them how to start it.
You have to start it right here. I'm not going to actually do it, but this is your starter right here.
Yeah, so we're thinking either keeping this or putting the old school hand crank in the front to get it started.
Yeah.